Hello, everyone. I actually was going to cancel today's live chat because I've got so much on at the moment. I'm jumping around. I've got things I've got to sort out and do. Um, but I've decided, look, because it's already scheduled in, let's just go live. I may only be live for about 45 minutes today. In fact, it'll only be live for 39 minutes. 39 and no, 38 and a half minutes. Hey, friendly girl. Mainly because I've just got work and stuff to do really, and I've got a haircut appointment, and then I've got to go get Raheem and get his haircut done. So I'm jumping around quite a bit, and I'm just trying to sort out a client with some things, and I'm trying to be diplomatic in my reply to them about this was never agreed, or anyway. Hey, Paul Burgess, how are you? And I've got some videos I need to edit. I've got a Atarim Black Friday video I need to edit. It's a very, very short one, and one for code snippets, which is another Black Friday. I haven't even recorded it yet. I've got to get that recorded and edited out, hopefully by tomorrow. So I've got my fingers in lots of pies at the moment. Hey, look, I hope you're all. Hey, Nicholas, how are you doing? Hey, Dave. So I hope you're enjoying the code snippet videos. And again, wonderful work by Mark Harris. I mean, it's like Mark has a very similar methodology to me where you come up with an idea, you get ChatGPT to give you the code, and then you refine it and you work on your prompts and all of that to try and get the code that you want. And it's a lot of trial and error. And there's another bit of code he gave me yesterday, and because I've been so bogged down with stuff today, I haven't had a chance to look at it, but it looks like a really cool bit of code. It's to do with CSS Grid, but it looks really, really cool. And you can use it not just for Elementor, but other WordPress websites as well. Now, I put out a video based a lot on what we already spoke about yesterday with regards to the Elementor Pro license. And if you haven't gone and watched that video, go and watch it. It touches on a lot of what I said yesterday about how it's going to irritate, antagonize, get some people confused or worried. But when you think deeply about it, it's not that bad, really. Okay. So it's a good, honest, non-biased video that I put out there. Hey, Simon Clay, how are you doing? How is your week going in terms of web design, whether it's your web design or a client? I, at the moment, have got this I'm helping someone out, and it's starting to every day feels like and another thing, and it's starting to get a little bit annoying. Dave says that CSS variables and CSS grid are my new best friends. Well, the thing is, though, Dave, you're very good at that, and I think that you need to start doing loads more videos on those subject matters, right? You need to become like a CSS grid guru, right? Really, really hammer home those kind of videos, because there are videos out there. I've done a few, and some people have touched on it with bricks and Elementor and other areas. But I think you need to become a major guru in a lot of this stuff, right? You start to do this stuff, right? Really push it. Find new ways, new methodologies. You can really build a niche for yourself, because there isn't what I would say a hardcore, like nicheified, like load of videos, like a series of videos which are really about that. And I think you could do really well on that. Yeah, there you go. Nick agrees as well. John Cyanides, do you have time to review my portfolio? If you want to email it to me on info@websquadron.co.uk, I'll do it right now, live. If you want me to do it, I'll do it right now. I'm only going to be live for about 35 minutes. Today is a very short one, probably 30 minutes. I am so maxed out with stuff right now that it's like, how do I fit this all in? A lot of it is my fault. I went and said, I'll do X, Y, Z. Just got a message here from John. That's okay, John, no worries. So if you want to send it over, info@websquadron.co.uk. So I'll have a quick look. I'm only going to be live for 30 minutes or so, and then we'll see how it goes. I've always been very conscientious of not overloading myself. I really have. But very similar to what happened last year, when Black Friday arrives, You say, yeah, I'll help you out with a video. Oh, yeah, look, tell me what you want to say. I'll happily do a video for you as well. And before you know it, you've got like, you got your normal website work. Then you got some stuff you said you were going to do for a couple of plugins. Then you got someone who wants a Black Friday promo and you said, yeah, you'll do that. Then on top of that, hey, Jake the dog, how you doing? Then on top of that, you obviously had the Elementor license change. So I had to get a video out because there's been so much noise about it. Mark has been doing some really excellent code snippet codes. So I wanted to get those videos out. Now, you may have noticed that I've been putting them out quite a lot this week. And someone did say to me, you're putting out too many videos. Here's the thing, right? When you discover something great or new or amazing and you don't get a video out, someone else might get one out before you. On top of that, someone else might come up with a completely different bit of code and you're going to go, oh, I had a video on that. I wish I'd got mine out first. So I'm just going to check though. John says he has sent an email. So I'm just going to check if that email has arrived. Yeah, so John's email's arrived. So what we're going to do is do a quick review of that. If I can just get it on screen. Let me just get it on screen. Right, so this will now be coming on. Add to scene. Here we go. Right. Exactly, Dave. Do you know what I mean? And like Dave knows where I'm coming from on this, right? When you have other work and you got noise and people and TV programs to watch, you know, editing is your least enjoyable job, right? Editing is completely you know, time turn. I wish, Nick, I seriously wish I did. Working late, all hours, working. It's a pain in the ass. Right, John Sinidis' website. First off, right, I really like it. It feels calm. I instantly get this yoga calm feeling about it. I quite like it. Logo's quite nice. It blends with the colors. Here. There's a lot of it is blending nicely, basically elevating your brand's identity and online visibility. Yeah, I think that works. I actually would have made that a bit darker. It's just me. I would have made that be the same shade as that. I don't know why it looks lighter to me, but anyway, works really well. I mean, you have got explore projects, which takes you to the portfolio, and then you got this. Now, this is nice with the button. Is it nice? I'm just thinking about it. Is it not? Yeah, you get away with it. You do get away with it. Right, scroll down. Yep, you're using the auto scroll. That's pretty cool. You know, InDesign, Bricks, Elementor, that's totally fine. Yeah, do you know something, Friendly Girl? That's what I was checking. It does look like the same color. It's just not as weightier. Recent designs. Right, now then. This is where I think you've got to be a bit clearer. So you say create unique brand identities and impactful web design. When I get here, that doesn't say web design for me. So I would be a little bit clearer in what you're saying. This is me being picky now because I really, trust me, I like the colors. I love the layout. I love the rounded borders. I like the shades of color. I like the differences. Nothing is overpowering or bombarding my senses. I like it. I really do. The only thing, and I'm being picky here, okay, so excuse this, you might need to be a bit clearer about creating unique brand identities and impactful websites. Something, you got to clarify that, because when I get here, yeah, and Nick does make a good point. You might want to, yeah, I would say bigger as well. You're right, Nick. Bigger, a little bit weightier, but I would be clearer, because when I get here, you're mentioning like, you know, you're mentioning all this stuff, right? Bricks, Elementor, all of that. Great. But when I get here, branding, you know, I'm not, it feels more about branding and logo design rather than website. So I'm going to guess that you're going to add in some more web design projects. Maybe. Maybe, right? Maybe. Um, building a strong. I mean, this is quite nice. Visually, these are quite nice. Um, the only danger though is that it's too many icons without backing it up with, well, what are the designs? You know, again, a lot of icons. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I like the spacing. It's easy to flow. It's easy to read. Okay, here we go. We get the first project. Obviously, you're still building this out, clearly. But yeah, this is good. This is a great way of getting over projects. I think a lot of people don't realize. Just use your tab, the nested tabs and stuff like that. I'm just going to scroll down. Yeah, this is all okay. I just feel like we need a bit more about the web design early on, you know, and I'm even tempted to say that maybe this should have been this over here maybe should have been a little higher up. Maybe, hey Pez, how you doing? You know, I would have maybe have put it, you know, maybe before the design services or just after. I think just move it up a little bit. Out of curiosity, I'm just going to go to your portfolio. So I can clearly see you're going to have something like this. So you're still building it out. That's fine. I just think for the home page, I get the impression more that it's a graphic designer rather than a website. But from the get-go, that was a really good start. Really good start, John. I think you're in a very good place with that, right? I think you're in a pretty good place with that. I think that's really impressive work. Yeah, I was nicely impressed by what you've put together there. Hey, Pears, hope you're all right, mate. I'm not gonna invite. I mean, if anyone wants to join the live chat, they can. Let me just get the comments up. Where's my comments? Hurry, wait a minute. I need to stop sharing. There we go. There we go. We stopped sharing now. If anyone does want to join in the live chat, you can do, but I'm only going to be on here now for about 25 minutes, just because I am maxed out with stuff I've got to get done, and I got to go get my hair cut in about 2.5 hours ish, and I really want to make a dent with a load of work before I do. Hey Kate, how are you doing? Sorry, I just noticed your name there. Hope you're okay. And Michael D as well. So if anyone still has apprehension about Elementor's license change and all of that, go watch my video because I've clarified a bit more. And also how you as an agency, if you've got like 30 licenses or 1,000 licenses, how you can actually sell on your licenses a bit more with some clients, but they keep paying you on an annual or a monthly basis. So you make a bit of profit out of it as well. But it also gets to reduce the impact of the price hike change. Because look, let's be honest, okay? Even if, like, for some people, even the Elementor Pro Essentials at $59 a year is too much. Well, I've got 1,000 licenses. Well, I haven't got 1,000. We've got about 880 odd now or something. I could easily go, yep, okay, we'll give it to you for $30 a year. As long as you're, hey, Jake, how you doing?
Good.
Jake,
How are you?
yeah, I'm good. So I was just saying, like, you know, if you have a load of licenses, you could easily put a client onto, or even someone you work with onto a package where they pay you $30 a year. And all you're doing is using one of your 1,000. And when you work it out, what is it? What are we talking about here, right? I mean, I got it when it was $199, but it's going to be about, what is it? What is it? There you go. $399 for 1,000 licenses works out to 0.39 of a dollar. That's how low it is. So even if I sell it to them for $30 as part of a plan, because they can't afford the 59, technically I'm not making a profit. You don't make a profit until you sell loads of them, but you're still getting something back for it. They're still paying for it. So if anyone has clients who are going, oh my God, woo, whatever, go, okay, don't worry. I can get it for you, you know, and you'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, John, I've got 1,000 licenses, but we've used about 100 and nearly 120, and they go up and down. You have clients, you don't have clients, you know, like on a we are massively reduced how many we host, And I'm also honest in that I don't like taking on a lot of monthly maintenance packages or anything, mainly because if you've, let's say you had 100 clients, yeah, exactly, Kate, cash flow. If you had 100 clients and they all have a monthly package, imagine all of them sending you a query once a month. That's 100 requests a month. And you know what? There's only so much happiness you get with change the image, change the headline, change this, change that. And to be honest, I'm done with a lot of that. It's not that I don't like looking after them. It's just if you only have if you have a team or you outsource the maintenance elsewhere, or these clients have websites where they hardly ever have changes, you can get away with it. But we've all got clients where they are like on your back all the time. John says, compared to bricks, Elementor 99 is not worth. Well, the thing is, John, it varies. You see, it varies a lot. Hago and John Ferris has joined the scene as well. So, in response to John Cyanidis, who says that compared to the bricks $99, you can get unlimited websites with bricks, absolutely, for what is it, 149 or is it 199? I can't remember. But that's if you want to use bricks. So I would say if you want to use bricks and you pay that, you go and pay it and you use it. If you want to use breakdance and you want to pay $149 for breakdance, you go and pay it. If you want to use Elementor and you pay whatever, $99 or $399 if you want 1,000 licenses, you go and pay it. It's basically like everything in life. Yeah. It's literally like Coca-Cola, Pepsi Max, Amazon Prime drink, not Amazon Prime, the Prime drink, a pint of Guinness, whatever. You pay for what you want. But it's like houses. The best example is houses, right? There are so many people that go, oh, I would never buy a 4-bedroom house. Fine, don't buy a 4-bedroom house then. I would never buy a bungalow. Fine, don't buy a bungalow. I would never live there. No one told you to live there. And it's one of those things, that I would say that there is no such thing as like for like, right? John will probably know more about it. It's like you could take 2 4-bedroom houses, but one of them's got a driveway, the other hasn't. One's got a double garage, the other hasn't. Everything is different. And so I always say that breakdown.
Okay, so
Yeah, go on.
that's brilliant, Imran. That's absolutely brilliant. I remember the conversation a year or so back. If you want to go back on the lives previously, look what Imran has said before.
I can't remember.
His view hasn't changed much. But one thing I would say is if you suddenly decide you don't want to pay that premium for Elementor, that's a lot of website editing to change all of your websites from Elementor to another builder.
Yeah,
That's a lot of hard work. So
absolutely.
it's one of those areas where I would argue you actually have to think about when you're putting a site on in Elementor, and also things like what size site are you building? I've got
Yeah.
a site at the moment I'm dealing with a customer that hasn't got the package really they need to have for Elementor. So,
I tell you what, though, I tell you what's quite interesting is that a lot of conversations tend to revolve around like Gutenberg, Elementor, breakdance a bit, and bricks. We don't have as much Divi conversations and stuff coming in. And in the grand scheme of things, even though Elementor have the monopoly at the moment, there's loads of page builder tools out there, like loads. And like there is probably someone out there who's got a page builder. They just haven't got the marketing budget. But their tool, for all we know, could be the best ever. It's better than Elemental, Bricks, Breakdance, everything. It is amazing. But because they don't have the backing or the influencers or the social media, they just don't have the swag to do it. We never hear about it. So whenever anyone says to me, X is better than Y, I always kind of go, how? And often it's like, well, I feel it is. And I go, right, I don't feel it is. So it's it, it's very subjective. Nicholas says, I would also add that not all tools are fit for the job. Sometimes you don't need Elementor. Do you know what? Look, this is the thing, right? You don't have to have Elementor Pro. You could have the most basic website ever, like a one pager, and you just go with Elementor free. You don't even need an Elementor add-on, right? You're just going to have Elementor free. It's a one-page website, so you don't need the template. You'll just do a header, a footer on the page. You pop your stuff in. You're just going to have images, text, and maybe a video or whatever. You know, you might not even have a form because you're going to have a link that takes them off to your Facebook page or somewhere else or whatever, or even a Calendly link, right? You might just put like, you go to Calendly, it gives you the iframe embed code, whatever, you stick that in or whatever, and that's it, job done. So I'm definitely like one of those people now where I'm just like, whenever anyone says to me, why do you still use Elementor? I just kind of feel like you're going to be the kind of person who like never wants to accept the fact that we are all different, kind of thing. Not saying you, by the way, John. I mean generally, right? When people do that, I kind of go, you're allowed to be different, kind of thing. Are you out on the roads again, John?
I am. Yesterday I got stuck in a meeting and I was looking at the time thinking, I really want to be on the Web Squadron live, but I can't be because the meeting was important. Today, yes!
Nice one. Dave's mentioned Builderius. I've never heard, and that's the thing. There's AppSumo has got tons of page builders I've never heard of, and I have no intention of testing. And I just, it's a bit like AI, and we spoke about this last week. We're all used to Midjourney or Leonardo or DALL-E or ChatGPT and all of that stuff, right? There's going to be a tool out there that we don't know about, or we're not using, or we've ignored. Oh, I don't know about that. That doesn't look good. That's probably a million times better than everything we're currently using. And times will change. Times will change. Just reading some that friendly.
Interesting, that one. Very interesting. I've just gone into some AI image generation, video generation, looking at it quite closely. And one of my colleagues has actually been posting out using content and has seen, I would say, a 200% increase in interest in the product.
Which product's
Which
that?
I find really interesting.
Because
It's AI generation.
AI, is that the name of it?
No, so there's a image generator called Artistly, which is quite good. The quality, I would argue, is as good as Midjourney, but it's a one-off price, which
Okay.
appealed to me. Midjourney, I just couldn't get my head around it.
No,
I marvelled at Imran's ability to get his head around it. I sat there and thought, I haven't got enough hours in the day.
no. I've fallen out of love with it. It's just too varied. It's so unpredictable, even with the blending mechanism and where you can use what's known as seeds. I still found it just too like you could lose a couple of hours of your life and you go, oh, I've run out of credits. Oh, and it's like, what did you actually achieve in those 2 hours? Canva has gone up a notch because Canva now includes DALL-E. They've kept that really quiet. But inside of Canva, it's got DALL-E now, and you kind of go, "What? It's there." It's not brilliant.
We've mentioned before on live stream that there's a guy I think with glasses.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of his name
I
off the
know who
top of
you
my head.
mean.
That does
Him and his
videos.
partner. They do a lot of Canva stuff.
Yeah, they've done some brilliant videos on Canva. I think for the price per month, it's very, very addictive, particularly because you can get 5 other people on your account.
Ah, actually, yeah, you can. I thought it was only one or two, no, two. But yeah, you are right. You can get more. Yeah, but Canva also has this. It's not movie generation, but you can create a moving image. It's not that good, but I have been trying to find like a video generation tool as well. The trouble with a lot of the video generation tools is you could create something. Let's say you try to create a movie, you're not going to get consistency, and I feel like that if AI can crack that, the ability for us to start creating potentially movies would be ultra flipping amazing. I don't think we'll ever properly get there because I feel like there's always variation, isn't there? Kind of thing. But it is something that I mean, I tell you what, one thing I have seen a lot of people do, and I think it's really cool. If you're watching a movie and the camera is like in a frozen state, but the people are moving, I really love how some people have taken that frame, expanded it. So, like, you might have a scene where you've got Darth Vader walking in one of the actual movies, but because it was a still camera shot, so the camera does not move and he just walks across, they've expanded the scene, and it's really amazing because you know it's all fake, but the way it blends in with the shadows and the shapes is so awesome. It's literally like you're watching a different movie, but it's the same scene. So um yeah, but yeah, but AI is going at such a fast rate. I can't keep track, John. I really can't. Em, do you keep track? I mean, I really can't. I'm
I'm
just like,
struggling. I mean, every ev- every type of software now seems to have an AI integration into it. Some of it's good.
it's trying to
Some of it,
find
I think, some businesses
pointless.
should focus
Yeah.
on the primary bit.
Yeah, and I do think, I mean, and also the duplication, like so many come out and they say, "Hey, we can help you with SEO," and I go, "Not really. You're just going to create SEO description, and I got to pay for that. Actually, I'll just use Chat GPT."
Yeah.
Like so many, they're going, "Oh, this." Like I get emailed, so people go, "Look, we're a new company. We really think that your audience will love this. We'll give you the free license." And I just look at it. I don't install it. I look at it and go, it's just an SEO meta title, meta description. I'm still going to have to go in and type what my product is or whatever, and it will generate. Why would I want to tell my audience, go and pay $20 a month for this when you can go to Chat GPT? Why would I do that? And I just reply to them and I kind of go, unless you have a free model which gives them that, the
Well, okay. Here's a thought. We are coming up to Black Friday, and there will be loads of lifetime deals for all this kind of software that will be kept updated. Check out things like AppSumo and the
yeah.
like. See what's been done. Check the reviews on AppSumo. See what other people are responding to. But just look at what's actually available on lifetime deals rather than necessarily going per month. But Canva, I would argue, is worth paying the monthly basis.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
have a problem with it. I'm very fortunate another business is actually paying for it for me. But you know, check it out.
Oh, I can definitely say one of the greatest investments that we made was Canva, definitely, because it's our daily use product. The stuff, I mean, I'm planning a full Canva video in a couple of weeks' time, which is going to literally go from like how you can use it for WooCommerce, color palettes, the magic grab of the text, the image, the generation, the expansion. I'm going to cover off as much as possible because I feel like in this year alone, boy, have they pushed it out with some of the stuff they're doing. What they really need to do, and I have emailed them, but they never reply to me because I'm nobody. I have said to them, if you could please introduce layers, because you can use in Canva you can use freehand drawing. The ability is there, so that if you've got like a Surface Pro or an iPad Pro, whatever, you can do your drawings on there. If they could also introduce layering and what I call soft faded brush strokes as well, you could be challenging Photoshop and other software out there as a drawing product. Because I really feel like if they could do that, Canva will be like up there, like in terms of its capabilities and what it does. But yeah, I am gonna, yeah, just Monica has said she would love to do that. So yeah, I am planning a video in a couple of weeks, mainly because there's been so many developments and stuff coming on at the moment. Right, I'm only going to be live for another 5 minutes just because I am maxed out. I nearly did cancel today's live chat. 5 minutes before I went live, I was like this. Should I cancel? But it said there were 4 people waiting. And I thought, oh, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to start it now. Who are these 4
You
people
can't
sat
do
there
it.
waiting? Don't they have things to do in their lives? Why are they here?
Yeah, yesterday actually on the other live stream when
Well,
it said
I've done
like,
enough waffling, Imran. I've done enough
Okay,
waffling
cool.
today, so
oh, okay, well,
Don't worry. Yeah, go on, Em. You were gonna say something.
yeah, well, I was gonna say yesterday when it said like you were gonna do the live stream at 12:30 at like p.m. Like that's what it is in my region. I was there like a bit earlier,
Oh,
like
it's
I don't know, 15 minutes early, and then it said like one person waiting, and that was probably me. And I was like, wait, wasn't it supposed to be at 12:30 for my area?
yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll leave the tab open, and then I'll do something else meanwhile.
No,
And
don't
then
worry. Honestly, don't worry. Don't worry. Normally, like, there's like sometimes 7 or 8 people, and some of them join quite early on, half an hour prior, because
mm,
I don't always start the time I say. Many times I've started like 45 minutes early. I've literally gone, you know what? Let's just go live now. And I go live early. I do it. I just make it up as
Imran,
I go
you
along.
do wonders.
yeah, I agree.
Imran, you do wonders for my diary. I can tell you. I can look at it and think, how am I going to get involved with this?
Mate, I can tell you now, today, I was literally like this, right, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, oh crap, I've got to schedule a live chat. Shall I do it? Shall I not do it? And I was going, "Mm." But yeah, I will be cutting off in about 3 minutes coming. By the way, I noticed that Artifa jumps in. Good to see you there. Sorry I didn't say hi to you yesterday. Um,
Yeah, what I was.
WebRiser says that they launched a website 4 weeks ago. In Google search, it still says coming soon. Right. Have you set your homepage to be the actual homepage? Have you also ensured that your site is being indexed? Have you resubmitted your sitemap? Have you purged your site, purged your server, regenerated your CSS? And if you're saying the Google search says that, if you go outside on your mobile phone, can you see your site? But most likely, you need to resubmit your site maps to Search Console. Make sure your instant indexing is happening. Rank Map is a great way to check or launch that. And also just make sure you've purged your site and all of that kind of thingy-majy, blah, 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 blah. And hopefully you should be fine. And also clear your history as well. Clear your internet history and ask someone else. Ask one of your friends or go outside, walk 200 meters away from your home and then check on your mobile. When you go to Google search, what are you seeing there? But it sounds to me like you might still have a landing page activated, maybe in your Elementor settings or somewhere. That's the reason I don't like to use the landing page setting. I always fear that I'll accidentally leave it on. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's something. Yeah, WebRiser, you do use rank math. Make sure you click on the. Yep, so that's John just gone. So go to pages, go to where the page is, and where it says edit, quick edit, you'll see the option for instant indexing. Click that, send it off. Just make sure that kind of goes over there. Right, I am going to say goodbye. I have got so much to do. And
yeah,
I am panicking. I'm panicking, and I'm gonna let M go as well. Are you in?
yeah.
Are you in the dark, or you just shut your window?
No, well, no, it's because there's a cloud come by, and I'm
Okay,
sitting at another room, which is really
okay,
dark, so that's why it's so dark here. But what I was gonna say, when you talked about the tasks, the other live stream, which was on Tuesday, I think, the task snippet, I've actually been working with ChatGPT and AI to try and get that in place because I was thinking, oh wait, actually, what Imran said, that's actually pretty useful. I
yeah,
could really use that. But the only thing that I'm struggling with is when I'm working with this AI, is that it's telling me, okay, I've got you the snippet, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, this looks fine, that
yeah,
looks okay, and I've checked most of it, and then I'm trying to implement it, and then it says, I implement it all, and I'm like, it must work now, and then it tells me, okay, well, it works, but we can't see where the widget is. And I'm like, wait, why can I see the
yeah.
widget?
Do you know what?
It's
It you,
horrible.
you literally just have to take the code, put it back into Chat GPT, and then say, right, now put X here, now put Y there, and
Yeah,
you can lose a whole day of your life. And that's why I always say, if anyone out there is going to experiment, make sure that when you do get the result, you're going to go, yay! Don't waste a
yeah,
day of your life for something like, I want to change my WordPress dashboard to be neon pink because I ain't going to be worth a day of your life kind of thing, right? So make
yeah.
sure it is really good. Right, look, I'm going to let you go.
Yep.
Remind me of your name again.
Manoa.
Manoa, because I was about to say Jake, and I remember you saying it, and I nearly said I know it's M because you got M there, but I was like, I can't remember what it is. Manoa. Okay, look, mate,
Yeah.
I'll hopefully see you all soon. I'll be
Yeah.
live again on Tuesday. Hey, Greg, I'm literally about to jump out. I've got loads of stuff
Yeah.
on. Take care, Manoa. Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
Hope
I'll
you
see if
enjoy the
I can get the
videos.
snippet to work, and then I'll
Hey,
update you guys.
don't waste your time if you got other stuff on, right? You know, do
Well,
it.
I'll have some time free, so maybe I can
And
do
if
it
you
then.
get it working, do let me know, and I'll cover it off in a video and make sure I show your face to the world and go, Jake. No, Manoa. All right,
Yeah,
mate. You
sounds
take
great.
care. See you all soon.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.